Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today I'm here to share with you another interesting and important aspect of the CEAC data relating to the DV 2025 program. Applicants generally go about asking, when will I be scheduled for interview, or when will I receive my interview notification? Now, in past videos, I have explained to you that because of the different factors that now affect the scheduling of interviews in today's diversity visa program, it is difficult to pinpoint a certain time when you are going to be scheduled for interview before you receive your interview notification. But one thing that the CEAC data does is that it allows us to see when you are supposed to be scheduled for interview. So we may not say exactly when you will be scheduled for interview, but we can say when you are supposed to be scheduled for interview. And you are supposed to be scheduled for interview when interview scheduling or the scheduling of interviews gets to your case number. You know that the scheduling of interviews begins at the lowest case number and progresses in the direction of the highest case numbers. So whenever it reaches your case number, that is when you are supposed to be scheduled for interview. In a moment, we are going to go over to Zatishos's website and use a tool from that website to see where the scheduling of interviews currently is at your embassy, and that will give you an idea of how close or how far the scheduling of interviews is from your case number at your embassy. Something that is very interesting and important for you as a DV 2025 applicant. But before we go into that, I have the pleasure to share with you that I offer services, guidance services, I should say, relating to the diversity visa program. Let me just give you an example. Perhaps you have received your interview notification and you do not know what next to do. Or perhaps you are in the United States and you saw that you have been selected for further processing in the diversity visa program and you do not know how to go about doing that. My services could be very helpful to you, whether it is in the first case or the second case, or in any other aspect relating to the diversity visa program. I should also add that there is a fee to pay to benefit from our services. Now, there are some applicants who say that they have been advised against paying whatsoever amount it is, as long as it is on the internet. Now, let me just touch on one aspect of my guidance services. For example, each email chat section that I conduct with my members or receivers of my services lasts at least an hour. Now, considering only that, I think it is quite reasonable that those who receive my services compensate for the time that is spent on guarding them. There are other aspects of the services that I'm not going to go into. But just in case you are in need of such services and you are in the position to compensate to receive them, then look just below this video. As usual, the link leading to my guidance platform is there. Click on that link, access the platform, and use the tools on the platform to acquire more information or to sign up for whatever services you are in need of. Having said that, now let's go over to Zatishos's website and consider what I explained to you from the beginning of this video. So this is the DV 2025 CEAC data page on Zatishos's website, and what I was referring to as a tool is actually the downloadable CSV file. This file that is just above the CEAC data summary table. You will click on this link and it's going to download the file to your device. You could also access the file by scrolling lower down on this page until you get to where you have DV 2025 raw CEAC data. Now, this is the latest CSV file. As you can see, the date on this file is January 4th. Remember, in a recent video, I said that at the end of every working week, Zaticious uploads the data from the State Department's website. So as we move forward in the DV 2025 program, this page will be populated with CEAC data uploaded by Zaticious on a weekly basis. The file at the top of this page is the same as the latest file uploaded. In our case, this is the same file. So you could click on this link and that file that we saw at the beginning of this page will be downloaded to your device. Now, once that file is downloaded, open it, and this is what you will have. This file is a spreadsheet application file. So once that file is open in an application like Excel, your attention will now go to three columns. The column that has title status, the column just before it with title consulate, and the column just before that with title case number. So to begin, we will first have to turn on or activate filter because we will need to filter out a couple of items. Sort and filter, and then turn on the filter command. We are going to filter for the ready status because this will indicate the cases that are currently ready for interview. And we will have to filter out for your own embassy or consulate by doing just what we did in the case of ready, but this time it's going to be for your specific embassy. Now, I do not know the name of your embassy, so you are going to apply what we did in the case of the status column to activate only for your embassy. And then once you do that, what is going to appear in the case number column are only cases at your embassy that are currently ready for interview. And the final thing, which is very important, on that list of cases that are currently ready for interview, the case number of the highest case on that list will indicate to you where interview scheduling currently is at your embassy or consulate. That is how it works. So that is how you go about determining where interview scheduling or the scheduling of interviews currently is at your embassy or any other embassy for that matter. And as I said earlier, that will allow you to know how far or how close interview scheduling is to your case number, and that should tell you when you are supposed to be scheduled for interview. Now, from experience, there are some of you guys who do not possess devices that allow the CSV file that we just saw to be downloaded. There are others who may have such devices, but who may not have the patience to go through this process all of the time, let alone those who are not comfortable with spreadsheet applications. So because of all of those reasons, what I do on this channel every week, whenever Zaticious publishes the CEAC data to his website, is I publish what I refer to as interview scheduling reports. That is done on a weekly basis. So just in case, for one reason or the other, you are not in the position to carry out this exercise by yourself, then look out for my interview scheduling reports, because in those reports, I say where the scheduling of interviews currently is at your different embassies and consulates. I hope to begin on tomorrow in my next video, God willing. So look out for that report tomorrow, and that is going to continue every week, God willing, up to the end of the DV 2025 program. So that is it. Thanks for watching this video. See you, God willing, in that next video, hopefully tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.